Imagine for a moment that you are traveling back in time, 40,000 years ago. You find yourself in a frozen Europe, populated by sturdy hunters with prominent eyebrows and brains larger than ours. These human beings, whom we call Neanderthals, have dominated their territory for hundreds of thousands of years. They have mastered fire, make sophisticated tools, bury their dead with complex rituals, and even paint on cave walls. Then suddenly, they disappear completely from the face of the earth. How could such an evolved species, so well adapted to its environment, become extinct while we, Homo sapiens, conquered the entire planet? This enigma has haunted scientists for decades. Climate change, competition for resources, cognitive differences, epidemics. All these theories have been put forward, but none of them fully explain this fascinating mystery. Today, a revolutionary discovery could finally give us the answer. And that answer lies in something as ordinary as it is extraordinary: our blood. Yes, you heard right. The secret to our survival and their extinction could be flowing through our veins. But before we dive into this astonishing discovery, let's take a look back at the history of our extinct cousins. Neanderthals emerged around 400,000 years ago, evolving separately from our common ancestor. Contrary to the image of primitive brutes they were once portrayed as, they were remarkably sophisticated. Their stocky, muscular build was perfectly adapted to the harsh climates of Europe and Asia. Their brains, proportionally larger than ours, were evidence of complex intelligence. These exceptional hunters took on woolly mammoths and rhinoceroses, using coordinated hunting strategies. Their tools, known as Mysterian tools, reveal impressive technical mastery. They built shelters, cared for their sick and wounded, and even developed artistic practices. Recent discoveries have revealed Neanderthal cave paintings, challenging our understanding of their creative abilities. For thousands of years, they thrived in their domain. Then, between 60,000 and 70,000 years ago, everything changed. Homo sapiens, our direct ancestors from Africa, began to migrate en masse across the world. These early modern humans possessed remarkable adaptability that would prove decisive. When our two species encountered each other, something extraordinary happened: they interbred. Genetic evidence is clear. Most non-African humans today still carry between 1 and 4% Neanderthal DNA in their genomes. This coexistence proves that our ancestors not only lived together, but also reproduced together. However, this coexistence did not last. 40,000 years ago, the last Neanderthals died out, leaving behind a mystery that science has been desperately trying to solve. Until now, a team of researchers recently sequenced the blood group genes of ancient Neanderthals, early Homo sapiens, and Denisovans. Their study, which looked at 22 Homo sapiens and 14 Neanderthals who lived between 120,000 years ago, as well as one Denisovan, revealed striking differences in the genetic diversity and adaptability of these species. This is where the story gets really fascinating. The researchers discovered that Neanderthals had an extremely rare Rh blood type that was incompatible with that of Denisovans and Homo sapiens. This incompatibility had dramatic consequences when the species interbred. Imagine the situation: a female Neanderthal mates with a male Homo sapiens or Denisovan. If she is Rh negative and carries an Rh positive fetus, her immune system identifies the fetus's blood as foreign. It then produces antibodies that attack the baby's red blood cells, causing a serious condition called hemolytic disease of the newborn. This condition can lead to severe anemia, jaundice, brain damage, or even death of the newborn. Today, we can easily treat this disease with a simple medical injection that prevents the mother's immune system from attacking the fetus. But 40,000 years ago, no treatment existed. As interbreeding between Neanderthals and Homo sapiens became more frequent, the cumulative effects of this disease may have significantly reduced the reproductive success of Neanderthals. Generation after generation, their populations declined inexorably. But why didn't Neanderthals adapt? That's where the key to the mystery lies. While Homo sapiens developed a remarkable diversity of blood types as they spread across the globe, Neanderthal blood remained virtually unchanged for tens of thousands of years. This genetic stagnation suggests that Neanderthals lived in smaller, more isolated populations, limiting their ability to adapt to new environmental pressures. Homo sapiens, on the other hand, underwent rapid evolution of their red blood cells, likely in response to new pathogens, climate change, and dietary variations. This biological flexibility may have given our ancestors a decisive advantage. While Neanderthals remained genetically rigid, we were constantly adapting, developing resistance to new diseases and optimizing our survival in varied environments. The absence of this diversification in Neanderthals and Denisovans during the same period also reveals smaller populations, potentially facing inbreeding and demographic decline. These factors likely contributed to accelerating their extinction. This groundbreaking discovery about Neanderthal blood types offers a whole new perspective on their disappearance. Although environmental changes and competition with Homo sapiens played a role, this study demonstrates that fundamental biological factors such as blood incompatibility may have been decisive in their extinction. Blood, the vital substance that carries oxygen, nutrients, and immune cells throughout our bodies, thus held the fate of two human species. The characteristics of our blood, including our blood types and immune function, are crucial for survival, especially when populations are exposed to new diseases, new climates, and dietary changes. This story reminds us how unpredictable and complex evolution is. A simple biological factor, as mundane as our blood type, may have determined who would survive and who would disappear. As we continue to decode ancient DNA, new revelations about human evolution are constantly emerging, helping us understand not only where we came from, but also how genetic adaptability has shaped our survival. The Neanderthal mystery fascinates us because it confronts us with our own fragility and our extraordinary luck to be here today. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding the complex web of factors that determine the survival of one human species and the extinction of another. A story written in our blood for millennia.